Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild Gym Woods. So, in last episode, we took on the Chicago Blackhawks in the first round, and we managed to beat them in 6 games. The former player from the Blackhawks, Andrew Urkamps, led the way in points with the first line. All 3 of them had 5 points in those 6 games. So, I'm hoping they could do the same thing going into the series. As well as former Dallas star Bruce Ruchin had 5 points in 6 games, so I'm hoping he could play good against his former team like he did last year. I think he had the game-winning goal that got us on to the conference finals last year when we played Dallas, so let's see if we could get it done here against Dallas, who went a full 7 games in their first round. If we get to the conference finals, we're playing either the Jets or the Ducks, so Game 1 at the American Airlines Center, I think it's still called. Let's get it done. First period, okay, I'll take it. A good defensive period. Shots 12-9 in favor of us, but nobody got a goal yet. Second period, nicely done, guys. 4-1 after 2. Fitzgerald, Urkamps, that's the first line again. Kilger, then Subban scores for them, but then Haas answers and makes it a 4-1 game. We're out shooting them 24-21 now. Let's just lock it down here in the third period. After a really good explosive period. Hopefully we can keep that up in the second game and we're just not going to lose all our offensive capabilities after this game, because it's only game 1, guys. We want to keep our offense for other games too. And we're going to lock it down here in the third and take game 1 by a score of 4-1, as we have shot them 34-30 by the end of it. So Fitzgerald from Urkamps and Schultz, Urkamps from Fitzgerald and Schultz. So once again, like I said, the first line. Kilger from Tillett, and Haas from Bure, who we acquired in the regular season. 3 stars, Corson, Urkamps, and Fitzgerald. So pretty good first game there, obviously, because we got a lot of goals in that second period. I'm hoping it continues in here in Dallas in game 2, because if we all of a sudden lose all our offense, we might lose the series. So let's just keep it up, guys. Play good defensively and maybe not score too much goals in this game, or else we're going to be way too tired for game 3. So first period, and we have a 3-1 lead. Wow. Okay, maybe we aren't going to be tired. Kent Hodges makes it 1-0, and then Fitzgerald makes it 2-0. DeBurkamp answers and makes it a 2-1 game, but Mayorov, who we acquired from Calgary as well, makes it a 3-1 lead. Second period, wow. 4 goals in back-to-back games. Gensel makes it a 3-2 game, but Kilger is going to make it 4-2. We're out shooting them 22-21. Let's just lock it down here in the third period like we did last game. Maybe get one more insurance marker. There you go. Louis Bure. Power play for them. And we killed off. And then they're going to score. Budens makes it a 5-3 game. But then Larry Souray is going to make it a 6-3 game. Our offense is clicking in this series a lot. I don't know how bad Dean Nicola is playing. Like, he was an 85, so I thought he would be pretty solid. But he's allowed 10 goals in the first 2 games of the series, as we win 6-3. Hodges from Kilger and Chipchura, Fitzgerald from Urkamps and Dumba, Mayorov from Urkamps and Schultz, Kilger from Chipchura and Ruchin, Bure from Kilger and Tillett, and Souray from Urkamps. So Urkamps still getting it done here in the playoffs. He had 3 assists in that game. Kilger gets first start with 1 goal, 2 assists, and Chipchura gets the third start with 2 assists. So pretty good game, actually. Kilger is on the 4th line, same with Chipchura, so our depth is coming through here in the second round. Hopefully we could keep it up offensively in front of our home crowd, and hopefully we get take a commanding 3-0 series lead here. Urkamps has got 10 points in 8 games. He's turning out to be the new Kaprizov, because Kaprizov is kind of dropping off a bit. He hasn't been scoring a lot in this playoffs, but you never know, he could come through here soon. So game number 3, we're back on home ice. We had a very good success in Dallas. Let's get it done here on home ice too. First period, nicely done. Once again, we get the lead as Urkamps gets his 11th point in 9 games. Second period, and it's a 2-2 game now. Let's get 2 goals for them to give them the lead for the first time, I think, in the series. And then Kilger ties it back up. Kilger's been having a good round so far. Third period underway. We're out shooting them, and it's a tie game. Dean Nicola seems like he's bouncing back from last game, but can we get the lead? There you go. Bear Schultz, and it's 3-2, but Lutz answers with his hat-trick goal to make it a 3-3 game. But Bear Schultz answers right back and makes it 4-3. Malone makes it 5-3. And once again, we're going to score 4+ goals against the Dallas Stars. Wow. They scored 49 seconds left, but it was a 5-4 win. Wow, that was a tight game near the end of it. So Urkamps from Schultz, Kilger from Ruchin and Chipchura, Schultz from Mayorov and Urkamps, Schultz from Urkamps and Fitzgerald, Malone from Bure. So I think Urkamps once again had 3 points in that game. Yeah, he had 3 points, Schultz had 3 points, and Lutz had a hat trick, but it was not enough. And once again, your Minnesota Wild win the game with 4+ goals. So we have now scored 15 goals in the last 3 games of this playoffs. So I'm hoping we could still do this if we get to the conference finals. Hopefully all of a sudden just don't go on like decline and we lose all 4 games to lose the series. But game 4, can we sweep the Dallas Stars and oust them once again in the second round? First period, and it's 2-1 them, so we're actually losing for a change. Bure scores for us, but then Budens and Fair score for Dallas. We're being outshot 9-8. Second period, still 2-1 Dallas. And they're still outshooting us 23-17. Come on, guys, let's get it done here in the third. We have 1 goal. Last 2 games, or 3 games, we scored 15 goals. Can we score another goal here in this third period and tie it up? Penalty kill. Oh, Lutz is going to score. Lutz has had a good series for them. That's his 4th goal now because he had a hat trick last game. Hopefully we can play good in the next game in Dallas because we really played good in Dallas when we played them. So only goal for us is Bure from Lawson and Malone. So Johnny Lawson coming through with an assist and Louis Bure coming out with a goal. So at least the trade acquisitions are making a presence as well in these playoffs. Okay, so guys, we played good in Dallas so far. Let's take the series to them in Game 5. If we lose again, maybe I might make some line changes. But first period, there you go. Offense comes back. Mayorov and Kaprizov, the 2 Russians. And we're leading 2-0 after 1. Shots 11-10 in favor of Dallas. Second period, and they're going to get 1. The pull within 1. Blake Budens makes it a 2-1 game. Shots are 23-22 in favor of us. Let's lock it down here in the third and get an insurance marker, boys. 5 minutes in, we're close in shots still. Last 10 minutes of the third period here. Come on, guys, we need that insurance marker. Penalty kill it off, and we do. Last 2-3 minutes. Last 2 minutes, the last 1 minute, and we're gonna hold on to a 2-1 victory, and we're going to our 3rd straight conference finals appearance. Wow. So Marov from Lawson and Ruchin and Kaprizov from Haas. So we are going to the conference finals for the 3rd straight season. That one was just a really good offensive series for us. We scored a total, I think, of how many goals? 18 goals maybe in that 5-game span, so hopefully we can keep it up in the conference finals. So let's just take a look at the player stats before we get into who we're up against in the conference finals. But it looks like it's probably going to be Anaheim unless the Jets could tie the series. Okay, so player stats for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. So Urkamps 13 points in 11 games, Schultz 11 points in 11 games. He's definitely coming out with some points, and he's only got 1 year left on his deal as well. Oh man, I signed everybody to a really bad contract thing because we got to get Schultz back for next season. We got to get Ruchin back. We got to get maybe Corson even. If we have to get Corson back too, that's going to suck. Okay, Corson's still got 1 more year, but still, we're not going to be able to get Urkamps back, I think. Because the entire first line, almost, except for Fitzgerald, needs a contract, I think. Yeah, except for Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald 9 points, Ruchin 8 points, Mayorov 5 points. Pretty good depth throughout the entire team. McKelly has no points so far, but that's fine. Same with Nilsson, so the 2 guys that we acquired from the Pittsburgh Penguins. But whatever, I don't mind. And then goaltending, Corson 8-3. Manny McQuaid played part of the game apparently. and he made 4 saves. So I guess Corson had to go to the bathroom or something. So McQuaid played 4 minutes. Interesting. Now let's see who we're up against in the conference finals. At least now we know for sure it's not the President's Trophy winning team, because that was Vancouver again. And Vancouver was ousted, it looks like, in the first round. So who are we going to go up against? Is it going to be the Ducks? Or is it going to be the Jets? The Jets have tied the series, so it's going 7 games between 2 of these teams. I think the Jets are past like the Mark Scheifele era, so they might not be that good. And we're going up against the Anaheim Ducks. So this is the first time I think we've had to play them in quite a few years. I don't even know. I wanted to go to view lines, not edit lines, god damn it. But so they won 7 games in their last round, so hopefully they're tired for the conference finals, and hopefully we could take advantage of that. So wow, this is a pretty cheese team for the most part. So they got good depth, though. I'll give them that. So Brandon Bruce. I just saw Bruce and I thought of Bruce Ruchin. So Brandon Bruce, a third line checking forward on the first line with Rupi Hintz, who's a third line scoring forward. But then Junior Strong is their big piece, 88 overall. The second line, Nikolai Ehlers, Callie Gortz, and Alex Tuck. Third line, Howard Lowe with Anthony Beauvillier and Isaac Bannister. Third line, Christian Dvorak, Tom Cohane, and Michael Dalcoli. So, like I said, the team, they must be a really good defensive team or something, but like the rest of this forward core is really weak. Defensively, yep, that's the big piece there, is Ivan Provorov, 90 overall. He still lists as a top 2 defender at age 34. Him playing with Hampus Lindholm, who's 37 now, Brandon Carlo and Andy Howden, Eric Perreault, and Boris Kazanov. Interesting. Goaltending wise, they have Giftopoulos. Oh yeah, I forgot about this Giftopoulos guy. He was an 86 the last time we played the Ducks in the playoffs. And now he's up to a 90 overall. So, how has he played in the playoffs? 934 save percentage. Damn, so that's going to be a battle of the goaltenders, I think. Sheldon Sawyer is their backup, and scratch they have Paul Ryan and Joe Girard. So overall wise, I'm not too fond of their offense. Our offense is way better than theirs, so hopefully that means our first line could definitely outplay theirs. The only thing that scares me really is Strong, Provorov, and their starting goaltender Giftopoulos. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode for Minnesota Wild GM Mode. So next episode, we'll take it to the conference finals when we face the Anaheim Ducks. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.